everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Titans coming in at 4-3, going up against the Colts, who come in at 6-1. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. If he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States. And I think that that's helped him when he came back, because now he's seen the world. And I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. And And they'll go with the ground attack here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Such a solid defensive effort a week ago, and they'll be looking to carry that forward into this one.
And confidence grows. Every time you have a great performance, you think the next one's going to be even better. That's where this defense is today.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Play action. It's locked. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A long drive here, play 12 coming up for the offense. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for someone to throw to. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard?
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He's got time. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They go play action here on first down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. Inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They've got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
14 yards that time for number 14. And now the offense operates in the red zone. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again, Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. Third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And he's got his man on the comebacker. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This This offense looking to get off to a hot start in the third quarter, opening drive, and they've got it first and goal. To the air again, Locke. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as...
So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Now Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 12. On first down, Locke. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Spinning past him. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown. In need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. See if they can get that stop they need. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Onside kick coming up with a kicking team needing to recover it down by 2. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. And the Colts getting ready to go. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So locked down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Colts, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.